What up, everybody? This is your Cosmic Homegirl, and I'm doing a weekly forecast for everybody for the very last week of December 2020, which means the last week of 2020 in general. This crazy ass year is over, okay? So I'm covering December 27th until January 3rd. So, yeah, how are you guys doing? I hope everybody had a good holiday season if you celebrate any holidays at all in December. We do still have the New Year, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day coming up in this week that I'm covering, and I'll let you guys know what the astrological weather is like on those holidays too, so you know kind of what the vibe it's like on those days. Just a reminder that I do have on sale, okay, my 2021 horoscopes. Actually, let me refresh this page to update to my little sale that I'm having only through the 26th of December. Okay, I might extend it through the rest of the weekend, the 27th. I'll think about it. But they're 40% off, and they're already like pretty cheap, and so 40% off is like very, very cheap, okay? So if you want to see what your 2021 is going to be like based on your rising sign, sun sign, or moon sign, most def check these out. They are on average 2 hours long, and I give a lot of information about the whole entire year. I do go into detail about love and money and career and everything else. So if you would like one for yourself, or maybe to purchase one as a gift, if you didn't get a chance to buy a gift for someone and you would like to buy them something at the last second, to help them get through their year in 2021, hit my website, which is indigomoon.astrology.com, and I have the horoscopes page up here. Also, you can order January 2021 horoscopes, sorry, if you just want to know how this month of January is going to go for you. So definitely check those out too on my website. And remember, these are all video links that I email you. I answer the email. I don't have no robots or nobody working for me or nothing like that. So please have patience. I will get to you and email you the links. Okay. All right, guys. So let's get started on this week's horoscope. Okay. So what's cracking? Starting on the 27th, we do have a Gemini moon in Gemini on that day. Moon in Gemini days, it's very, very hard for people to stay focused on one thing, for them to pay attention. Gemini is the sign of the ultimate short attention span syndrome. All right. So we all tend to have that type of a little vibe when the moon or any other planets are in that sign. The ones that are closest to the earth, that is. Okay. So, you may find yourself being a busybody. A lot of people may be cleaning up after the holidays and, trying to organize things and stuff around the house after having family over or whatever. Or if you don't celebrate anything, it's still a day where you're like the motherfucking Tasmanian devil in your mind, like just all over the place. Okay. So Gemini moon days, they're really good for keeping things lighthearted, more fun. We kind of need that energy when we have all this Capricorn and Aquarius serious energy in the air, because Cap energy is super mature, if you will, and all about business and responsibilities and all of that. And then having a moon in Gemini just adds this playful little little court jester vibe to the mix, to where people just hop around being little pranksters and laughing at stupid shit and sharing memes with each other, just being goofy. Not goofy. You know what? I keep forgetting that now, and I know I'm sounding like an old ass lady when I say this, but back in my day, Mercury, we do have Capricorn energy, which is all about back in my day stories, right? Being a crotchety old person. Back in my day, which is really only like up until maybe 2 years ago or something, I think, roughly, when we said the word goofy, it didn't mean something bad. And I notice now on social media, everybody's calling each other, oh, you looking real goofy right now. Like if it's I guess it's a bad thing to be goofy now. But back in my day, it was very lighthearted. It just meant you are silly and fun, and you like to crack jokes and be a little bit, yeah, but it's not like in a way to where you're stupid, like it's derogatory to call someone goofy. Anyway, I digress. Okay, but Gemini energy, it is goofy in the fun way, not you look stupid in a bad way. if that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, Gemini in the air. Okay, now let's move along because there's actually several important shifts, pardon me, to cover this week. We do have the sun in a trine aspect to Uranus, and this is mostly, okay, let's see, 6:35. This is on the 27th and also into the 28th that we have the sun trine Uranus, and this also can bring about a goofy energy too, because Uranian energy is very quirky, very out there, very much like the mad scientist laugh, and things that are like weird, but it's not like in a why do I have to keep correcting myself? Okay, stop it, Mercury and Capricorn. I don't have to correct everything. But it's very just eccentric, and that can be fun, and that can be people just being their authentic selves, and it doesn't matter how you look or how other people perceive you. If you want to crack some crazy jokes or wear your hair a certain way, wear clothes, you're gonna be like, so what? Shit, what you gotta say? I'm me, this is who I am. So any aspects, like super heavy aspects to Uranus, do bring out that side in people a little bit more. It's about liberation, it's about freedom, it's about, you know what I'm saying, breaking the rules. And it's probably not going to make anybody go too far off the deep end with breaking rules, because this is an earth sign energy, especially Capricorn is all about the rules. Capricorns are the enforcers, the creators and enforcers of the rules. They are the fun police. All right. They look at people who have Uranian energy like they are absolutely batshit crazy insane. What are you doing? How are you not in a straitjacket for wearing something like that? Oh my God. So nobody's going to get too crazy with the sun in a trine aspect to Uranus, but there could be some expect the unexpected type of things that happen. They could be very subtle, though. I'm not going to say there's going to be all this earth-shattering stuff. Although aspects to Uranus in earth sign, from earth sign to earth sign, does rule the earth, like the terrain itself. And hopefully there isn't any, there aren't any earthquakes or anything that'll happen. But sometimes heavy aspects to Uranus in an earth sign can cause like some sort of crazy environmental thing to happen with the earth's terrain indeed. So hopefully nothing like that, but just keep an eye out. Okay, but for the rest of us, we may just feel a little bit more rebellious in nature, just slightly. Earth signs ain't gonna let us get away with going too far off the deep end. Okay, so on the 29th we have a full moon in Cancer. So the moon enters Cancer on the 29th, and then later in the day we do have a full moon. And hold up, why did everything turn red? That is crazy. Okay, I never, is this a new thing? planetwatcher.com. Okay, what the hell is going on here? Okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm pushing ahead in the hours, and it's like, this is weird. Okay. Moon doesn't go retrograde, so I don't know what was going on there. Anyhow, on the 29th, we have a full moon in Cancer, which means the moon is in Cancer and the sun is in Capricorn. Now, other planets that are involved in this full moon are Mercury. Mercury is in a conjunction with the sun, with the solar part of it, and it's in an opposition with the lunar part of it. So that means there's something with communication, you know what I'm saying? And then the sun and the moon are making a square to Chiron. So, this is the end of the year. So there's already that vibe that's like people try to get together with their family. There's a lot of a family-oriented element to this time of year. And it's not just because of the holidays that, different cultures made up and penned as traditions, but the Capricorn energy of it all, of this time of year. Capricorn is not a sign of family in the emotional sense, like its opposite sign Cancer, but it's more of a paternal type of a family-oriented energy, to where you want to have a legacy left behind. You want to have, what's the word? Predecessors, You know, it's the opposite of ancestors. Like ancestors, you want to honor your forefathers and ancestors. Yes, that is part of Capricorn energy. But Capricorn energy likes to have a family. It's that traditional, like, say, for example, you have a man and he really wants to have a son to pass along all of his knowledge to, and to join in on the family business and to do everything that our forefathers did, you know, do the same career that our family did, like all of that traditional stuff, the old school primitive ways of wanting to have offspring in order to, for the survival of the family and of the village and of the whatever group. Okay. That's what Capricorn energy rules. So yes, in a sense, Capricorn energy is very family oriented. A lot of people aren't really thinking in the primitive terms, you know, these days, especially not here in the Western world. But just saying, Capricorn energy, yes, it is very family oriented. It's about protecting the family image and legacy and name and traditions. It is about traditions. Like I said, they don't get super emotional about the traditions. They will just say the only emotion they'll get is maybe like they'll get pissed off if people go outside of the tradition. But other than that, they don't get all like mushy and schmoozy woozy about, you know, about any of that. But anyhow, there's a family. That's why people get together with family at this time of year, because of the Capricorn energy. And then the celebratory energy of Sagittarius, it wants to go woo and eat everything and drink and all of that, you know. But so yeah, I'm saying that because a lot of people, they are thinking about family at this time of year. And then the full moon in Cancer, the moon in Cancer, the moon rules Cancer. It's at home in this sign. And so they rule the same things, which is family, but it's more like the maternal family energy. It's the emotional attachment to family and stuff, and the nurturing, like, you know, of family. And then the square aspect to Chiron. Chiron is an asteroid that has to do with suffering and pain and things that you're very sensitive about. And with it being in Aries, that could be, you know, just in general, Aries rules the identity, the self. Like if you identify yourself as being a certain race or a certain something, I don't know, like that's very, what's in your blood. Okay, Aries and Mars rule the blood. So like the literal physical blood. But it can also be like people who are super proud, you know, like very primitively proud of where they come from and defend it to the end type of an energy, no matter what, you know. So there could be some things that come up with this full moon that put all of those things together. Okay, if you listen to all of my rambling and you understood what the hell I was saying, all of that put it together, there may be some issues or some themes that come up around this full moon that have to do with family healing. And remember, you know, full moons, they happen on a certain day, but they tend to be simmering and brewing even in the days and maybe even the weeks before they happen. But more so in the days before, you can like really notice stuff. So it depends on where, you know, the signs of Cancer and Capricorn are in your chart, of course, to where they'll really affect you. But just a general message of this full moon in Cancer could be something to do with family, something to do with healing, something to do with paternal figures, maternal figures, and healing. And, you know, a lot of people are like quarantined and all this stuff and not really able to like get together with family. Maybe there's some sort of healing something that has to do with all of that stuff with the full moon. Okay, so that's on the 29th. We do have on the 30th, we have Venus square Neptune. So what what is going on, planetwatcher.com? Yo, this is weird. Okay, I am so sorry. Let me refresh this. Okay, let's go to you know what? I have heard people tell me that, okay, this is very strange, that ever since Saturn, the great conjunction of last week, Lord have mercy, how many people were annoyed AF at like all the posts about the great conjunction, and by like people who are clueless about astrology or probably talk shit about astrology already. And then here comes this trendy thing that everyone's posting about, and now they want to join in. Oh, the Great Conjunction, like blindly and surface level, not knowing a damn thing about astrology or astronomy or anything to do with it. They just saw everybody posting and they wanted to join in. How many people noticed that about it and were like hella annoyed? Like I was. I hate to be like a Grinch about everything, but listen, astrology is a passion of mine, man. I'm staring at these stats and numbers and stuff all day, every day. You know, I take it very seriously. And then when people are they turn it into this stupid trend for a hot second, and then once that day is over, then they're back to saying fuck astrology, it's stupid, zodiacs are not real. Like, oh my god, I can't. Anyway, I'm actually I hate editing. I love editing, actually. I'm very like artsy with video production, actually. That is my background, one of my backgrounds. But I'm gonna have to just pause this for a second and come edit this and come back, because I don't know what the hell's going on with this website. No, I was trying to say that a lot of people have told me that since that conjunction between Jupiter and Saturn and Aquarius happened, that they've had issues with their internet and technology. Like, I only talk to select few people on a real level, you know, on a regular basis, and all of them had something to complain about to do with technology and their internet and, you know, their phones and all this stuff. It's been crazy. But let me see what's going on with this website and come right back. Okay, I could not figure it out. No matter what I did, it still did the same crap for December 30th. I don't know what's wrong with that date on this website. But anyhow, on December 30th, we have Venus square Neptune. So on that day, basically, Venus is at the same degree as Neptune. It's at 18 degrees. They're in mutable signs, which are squaring each other. So what does this mean? This is an aspect that's been building up, actually, for the last several days before the 30th. And this has, you know, it's crazy because we have on December 30th, we have Venus square Neptune, right? We have Venus square Neptune, right? I don't know what the fuck is going on. This is stupid. But we have Venus squaring Neptune, okay? And we also have Venus in a conjunction with the South Node, which this website doesn't show. Hold up. If people are watching, adjust your eyes. My bad. Okay. So look at on the 30th, we have Venus at 18 degrees of Sagittarius, right? And look at Neptune is right here at 18 degrees of Pisces. And then also, so it shows the North Node is 1957 of Gemini, which means that the South Node is the exact opposite, 1957 of Sagittarius. Okay. So we have Venus squaring Neptune and Venus conjoining to the South Node. This is what I have to say about this. New Year's Eve, around New Year's Eve and New Year's Day is going to be very interesting when it comes to love and money. First of all, be very careful with money and your material things. Avoid theft and loss, okay? Because any type of aspect to Neptune, whether it is a square, a conjunction, an opposition, or whatever's, it can't, they're in immutable signs. Mutable signs are tricky, and they do rob and steal and do shady shit. All of them. Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, and Sagittarius. Okay? Just period, point blank. They all rule being deceptive in some sort of way and tricky motherfuckers. Okay? So, Venus square Neptune. Venus rules our material things and the money that we gain, that we earn to buy the material things. So, Neptune rules losses. It's dissolving. So there could be a dissolving and a loss of your material things or of money. So be careful, you yourself, not to be stupid and drop things. Drop your debit card, drop your phone, drop, you know, or accidentally leave something somewhere or something like that. Okay. I remember one year when there were like heavy Neptune aspects popping. My oldest son, he was having all these issues with, like, he would leave every time there was a heavy Neptune aspect, and he's a Pisces rising, so he's already like in la la land all the time. But heavy Neptune aspects, he would be like, Mom, I left my CD player on the bus. Yes, CD player. He's very old school. very into classic everything, right? So I left my CD player on the bus, and one time he had a Game Boy, like an old school Game Boy, that he got it off of like eBay or Amazon. It was something very not easy to get a hold of, you know what I'm saying? He had a Game Boy, like the original freaking Game Boy that I never even had as a kid, He had one of those. He left it on the bus. One time he left his wallet on the bus. It's like, yo, my ninja, like, I really had to pay attention to Neptune aspects with him, especially being ruled by Neptune, because he was always losing stuff and dropping stuff. And then one time, during heavy Neptunian aspects during this time of year, someone tried to rob him at a gas station, but not like by force, but it was by manipulation. And Neptune rules manipulation. People can come up to you at this time and be like, oh, just tell you a sob story and some lie, you know what I'm saying, in order to swindle something out of you. So be careful that people are not, because there's a lot of people doing that around the holidays anyway, just because they want to play on people's emotions. Oh, it's the holidays, help me out here. And granted, some people do need help. Okay, but some people need help all the time, and they can use the holidays as, to really, manipulate people. So just be careful that no one is trying to do that to you when it comes to your money or any of your personal belongings or assets or anything, okay? Lock up your cars, lock your house, because people act really fucking stupid, and they do break in and they see no boundaries, which is Neptune squaring your stuff, okay, which is Venus. All right. Now, and the South Node is going to be here at 19 degrees also. Venus is very close. So what that can also do is, South Node does have to do with like past life karma and all kinds of stuff, but it can wipe things away a lot of times. So with the aspect to Neptune, which can rule loss, and then the South Node, which can rule loss and things disappearing out of your life forever, Yeah, be very careful. Be very careful. If you don't care about material things or money and it's just like, whatever, it may not be a big deal, Oh, snap. You know what I just remembered? On Christmas, this aspect was faint, you know what I'm saying? But it was still in effect. One of my favorite rappers, he posted something about family stealing jewelry from his house on either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. And this aspect was in effect. I think he may have Neptune in Sagittarius. He might have Neptune in Sag. Yeah, with Venus hitting his Neptune and then also squaring Neptune. Yeah. He had family over. People stole like $250,000 worth of jewelry. It was DJ Quick. I love DJ Quick. All right. That's my ninja. One of my favorites. I'm going to play out my North Node in Leo right here for a second. Say, yes, I have met him. Yes, he is cool as a okay, he is so dope. So anyway, loss of jewelry right there already, you know what I'm saying? And then this aspect is going to be exact around this day, so be very, very cautious. Now, Venus also ruling love and relationships. Few things can happen. Maybe some people might let go of a relationship because they may realize that they were blinded by Neptune. They were blinded by something that they thought the person was, that maybe they are not. Because aspects to Neptune can either blind you. They could blind you to the facts and to reality and towards logic, or they can make you question reality. And so Venus square Neptune conjoined to the South Node. South Node can rule karma. Venus is relationships. You know what I'm saying? Just do the math and put it together of what it can do. Some people may let go of a relationship, or some people may have some real magic happen December 31st, especially around that day, that has to do with relationships. Now, of course, the Neptune square, it'll bring magical feelings and all of that, but you still have to be careful now, because you could see this person as this beautiful fantasy being, and once the Neptune square fades, you'll see reality, and that fog will clear, and you're like, who the like, oh my God, I was crazy over this person, like this wildebeest looking motherfucker. No, sorry. Oh my gosh. Or, you see their true colors in some sort of way other than their appearance. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, just be careful, because people on New Year's Eve, they get drunk. Not a lot of people could really party very much right now, but some people can. Some people can still get out. Maybe you might meet someone and you'll be under this like illusion and fog of, oh my God, I found this soulmate or this, and maybe it could be someone who you meet, and it is karma and destiny and very fated that you meet them because of the South Node in the mix. But maybe it's for some sort of lesson. Maybe you knew them in a past life and they come back because you did them wrong, as a soul in a previous lifetime, and they're just here to just fucking go wapow, gotcha bitch, and leave you there like, oh my God, I thought we were in love. Yeah, maybe you fucked them over in another life, that happens. Just, speaking of that, you guys, Venus and South Node stuff. Okay, I know a lot of you guys have already watched my Selena video with her and her relationship with her husband, Chris. They had the Venus and South Node thing popping exact. But, they didn't end up, her life didn't end up that, going in a very positive direction, but their love story, their love affair, their relationship, their marriage, it was difficult, but it was like worth it. You know what I'm saying? For them to experience that love. Anyway, if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. But Selena has some serious past life karma with the troll that, that took her from us. So my homegirl, the astrology lady, Apollonia, her channel is called The Astrology Lady. Some of you guys have already seen it. Some of you guys haven't. But if you haven't yet, go check out her video on Selena. Now, it's not called, she didn't title it Selena or Yolanda or anything like that. She titled it Cosmic Law and Order because it's part of a series that she's starting. But that ugly ass troll's mugshot is on the thumbnail. All right, so go check it out. It'll blow your mind about South Node, past life, karma stuff. Okay, but anyway, I don't mean to scare the shit out of everybody. Not everybody's gonna meet a Yolanda on New Year's Eve. I sure hope not. But I'm just letting you know the possibilities, good and bad, like always. Okay, but yeah, maybe it's like either people might be letting go of people, or that you might meet someone and it's a very spiritual experience. And maybe Neptune is the gateway to the spirit realm. And even though it's a square aspect, maybe it won't end up being a bad thing for some people. Maybe you do have a connection that day or the next, in the days surrounding that's very magical and spiritual and karmic, but not like horrible karma. Maybe you meet someone and you do have, if you believe in this type of thing, your souls have a past together, and it's like, whoa, there might be some challenges involved, but it's a very fated meeting of someone that day that over time there could be a greater reason, or I don't know, it could be very magical and spiritual. All right, so anyway, there's a lot with that Venus and South Node, Venus and Neptune. Ooh, so much more I could say, but moving along. Also on New Year's Eve, the moon is in Leo. The moon moves into Leo on December 31st. So what a perfect moon phase to be under for New motherfucking Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Okay, because Leo energy is all about flossing and flexing. You know what I'm saying? And looking good and showing off and being glittery and glamorous and all of that. And so if anybody is able to actually step out on this day, you will definitely be wanting to rock your best gear. You know what I'm saying? That song, all the songs that say I wear my sunglasses at night, that's a total Leo moon on New Year's Eve vibe right there. And wearing all your dope gear, so, and people will really be in a mood to party, to have a good time, to floss, flex, stunt. You know what I'm saying? It's really good energy. It's fun energy. It's all about fun. And even if some of you guys are stuck at home, you know what I'm saying, you might still dress up and take hella selfies, go live on social media, something like that, and still be in party mode. What a fun moon to have on New Year's Eve. I'm looking forward to that energy, even though I ain't going to be doing shit except for working. But while I'm recording horoscopes or readings or something, my energy will probably be like up there. I'll probably be dressed up just to sit here in front of my microphone. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's the vibe on New Year's Eve. So the moon is in Leo, the 31st and January 1st. as well. So another day that some people use to recover from a damn hangover, and have some menudo or some pho or some sort of soup or something, and I don't know, some tea, whatever you guys use for hangover cures. If you guys have any good hangover cures, share them in the comments. That way everybody people that are just gonna be like wilding out and really like turning up on New Year's Eve can have some little remedies on deck. But anyhow, so January 1st, people may not be partying that much. Some people might. Some people may not get too crazy to where this is still a day to where they're functioning and celebrating. And the moon in Leo is perfect for that energy too. We do have Venus. Venus is actually still building up to a trine. She's building up a trine aspect to Mars. Okay. And I would say even on the 31st, Venus is still in a wide trine aspect to Mars, but her and Mars they're still chatting, you know what I mean? They're still kind of sending each other little looks across the galaxy, like giving each other the eye, like, what are you doing over there? Mars is sending Venus some WYD text messages at like the last day of the month, the last day of the year, the first day of the new year. So some of you guys may receive some of those messages, some drunk WYDs during the holidays, the last holidays of the year, that is. So just know that, okay? That's to be expected. Mars is the ultimate masculine energy. It's very passionate. Venus is the ultimate feminine energy. They're both in passionate fire signs. So it's just like, hey, what are you doing? How you doing? That's what they're having, that energy exchange with each other. So that can really play out for humans down here in real life with how we're acting, how we're feeling, real feisty, real fired up. So, that energy is building. It's building. It's not going to be exact until like the next week, but it's still popping right now. Also, Mars is still making a square aspect to Pluto, you guys. This whole week I'm covering the 27th through the 3rd. This is still in effect. So you want to be mindful of your surroundings and of weirdos and stalkery energy and potential violence and stuff. Okay. I have seen in the last week I covered, where Mars and Pluto were squaring off exactly like in the middle of the week last week. And then also the moon was in Aries with Mars too, like a couple days before Christmas. I saw a spike. I noticed a spike in like my social media and news feeds of like all these violent, like somebody shot someone at Kohl's over some fucking shopping. Like that happens all the time every year anyway. Yes. But this aspect, like there was an increase, or man and son shoot each other and kill each other over a dog in Alabama. Like, oh my God, like just there's such an increase in violence with Mars square Pluto, unfortunately, just keeping it real. So that's still in effect, you guys. Just be careful. All right. But also Mars square Pluto, it can bring passionate energy that can be directed in a positive direction. Winkety wink wink. You guys know what I'm saying. All right. That paired with Venus trine Mars. I hope people are really going to have a good New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Like, I'm really hoping. Like I said, I'm going to be just chilling and working and throwing confetti in the air and then getting back to being in front of the mic. Okay. But it's still good energy regardless. I'm hoping that you guys will have some good stories to come back and tell me so I can live vicariously. All right. So we do have the moon moving into Virgo. Bill. Party's over on January 2nd. The moon in Virgo. This is energy just like, all right, party's over. Let's clean up all this shit. Let's clean up this mess. All these red solo cups everywhere. And whose drawers are these on the floor in the living room? Like, oh my God, what is this mess? So, January 2nd, party's really over once the moon goes into Virgo. And it's time to get back on track. Time to get your life. Time to get back organized and prepare yourself for the week, because a lot of people do go back to work starting on January 3rd on Monday. And Virgo is the sign that rules work and routines and all of that stuff. You know what that reminds me of? I watched this only part of this movie so far called and it was like it was like a top movie on Netflix. I don't usually go by that, but there was this reader that I follow, this tarot reader, and she is like very scorpionic, and she was talking about this movie and how scorpionic one of the main characters are, and I was like, ooh, let me check this out. Anyway, it's called something about we collided, Lord have mercy, in my third house transits. My brain cannot. We collided, or when we collide, or something like that. Anyway, it's on Netflix, you guys. Yo, but the lead like one of the lead guys, oh my god, like the guy that goes a little crazy over the girl. Yo, he comes off as very scorpionic, and I looked up his chart. He looks like a Scorpio. Sure enough, he's a Scorpio sun, and he is fine. Oh my god, I forgot his name, but yo, I had to turn the movie off because I was like, I'm trying to stay in business mode. Okay. But anyway, there's another character, a guy on there that's a co-worker of the main girl. Oops. I'm getting a little too excited over that Scorpio dude. All right. I'm dropping all my stuff. Help me now. Okay. Anyway, fan of myself. All right. So there's another lead guy in the movie, and I forgot the name of his character too. But they work in like an accounting firm, or I don't know, some nerdy Virgo job, right? And he wears glasses and everything, but he's very cute. And for the girl's birthday, he's like, here, happy birthday. She's like, what the fuck is this? And he's like, this is a report I made of how much money you're wasting on Ubers when you could be saving money by having a vehicle, and you can put your car on the company's insurance at zero cost. And I went to the dealership and I found this car that's perfect for you, and it's very economical on gas. And I was like, oh my god, are you kidding me? This fool's a Virgo and a half, man. There's nothing wrong. I have Sun and Mars in the 6th. I don't mind that, but like, I'm sure other girls are looking like, this dude's a fucking nerd. Like, that's how you flirt. but Homegirl was kind of digging it a little bit. But anyway, yeah, that just reminded me of this guy. Total Virgo energy right there. So that's kind of the mode we're gonna snap out of party mode and get back into like, oh my god, look at all the money I spent over the holidays. Let me get my budget back in order. So yeah, that's Moon in Virgo for you. And that's starting on the 2nd of January and through the 4th of January. So we start the year with the Leo Mundo, you guys. So excited about that. But that's it. That's the last week of the year. First couple days of the new year. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope you guys stay safe and healthy. All right. Don't forget to peep your January horoscope, as well as your 2021 horoscope on my website. Remember, I only have these on sale through the 26th. I'll think about extending it. I don't know. I'm kind of a Grinch at this time of year, but I try to do little things to be generous. So depending upon my Grinchy Scrooginess, if I'm Grinching and Scrooging still, I might extend it past the 26th. But yeah, they're normally $16. They're only $10 right now for a very extensive 2021 horoscope. And 2021 is now among us, you guys. So if you want to be ahead of the game, go ahead and peep. And also January as well. Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will talk soon. See you in my next video. All right. Peace.